front of the stage the 6 members of the class of 2017 who are entering the military after graduation. And the senior ensemble. Please stand and join these students as our senior ensemble performs our national anthem. The junior class is offering selling water in the hallway if you need. Restrooms are located in the Riverside lobby and in the locker rooms on this side of the gymnasium. We are live streaming this event in the cafeteria should you wish to move to an air-conditioned location. Our AV team is recording this event, and a link will be posted on our school website directing you to our YouTube channel for you to download. Also, photos will be taken, official photos will be taken when students receive their diploma, and these photos will be available within about 3 weeks on our school website. Putting on a ceremony like this, of this magnitude, requires teamwork and dedication. I need to take a moment for some words of thanks. To the dedicated faculty, staff, and administration of the Wellsville Central School Districts, as well as our friends across the river at Immaculate Conception Schools who have prepared our students for today. Superintendent Mueller, who is presiding over her final Wellsville Central Schools graduation, we wish you all of the best in your retirement. Our hardworking members of the maintenance staff, to the David A. Howe Library and the Music on the Lawn Committee for loaning us this awesome stage, Mr. Tyler Carmen for his exceptional carpentry skills in assembling this ramp at a very short notice, Mr. Tony Fontaine and the AV Club for recording and streaming tonight's ceremony, Mrs. Joy Wilbert for her work with our senior ensembles, Mr. Ross Munson for our photographs, Mr. Bob Myers and his staff for the refreshments that will be available in the cafeteria lobby after the ceremony, Mrs. Gilbert, Mrs. Wilbert, Mrs. Willard, and our Ushers Club for our guidance in helping your seating and accommodations today. Last but not least, to Jason Mink and Liz Sinsky, the assistant principals, and especially to Cindy Chapman, a personal thank you for your guidance and expertise in all things graduation. I would like to just take a moment to introduce the individuals on the stage. On my left, Mr. Al Mosier. This would be Ms. Q. Mueller. She is our Superintendent of Schools. Mr. Al Mosier, our President of the Board of Education. Ms. Elizabeth Sinsky, assistant principal, soon to be elementary principal, and Mr. Jason May, our assistant principal. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the senior class officers and their advisors. The 4 students truly represent qualities of leadership and have demonstrated to us all that government can work. They communicate effectively and often. They represent the voice of their constituents, and they manage to have a blast while they do it. Would the senior class officers please stand and be recognized? Jacob Whitehouse, Secretary. Aaron Lawson, Treasurer. Melissa Graham, Vice President. And Senior Class President, Cindy Sisson. Leading our graduates and overseeing a senior year is a daunting task. We had 3 of our best in that role this year. You would never know it was their first. Please join me in thanking our outstanding advisors, Ms. Sandy Quick, Christy McNulty, and Erica Aptuck. At this time, I would like to bring to the podium our President of the School Board, Mr. Al Mosier.
Well, thank you. Good evening, graduates, students, fellow board members, teachers, staff, parents, grandparents, and friends. I hope I didn't miss anything. Welcome. We are very happy you are all here to share in this celebration the accomplishments and unique qualities of the fine members of our graduating class of 2017. Because of the kind of education these graduates have experienced at Wellsville High, and because of the kind of young person our community attracts, every graduate sitting here today could be described this way: as utterly and uniquely diverse in the breadth and the depth of his or her interests, activities, and strengths. The one thing that you will all have in common, graduates, is that you always will be a graduate of Wellsville High School. Yes, just like your parents may have, and like many here today. But each of you are unique and will be your own person, with traits similar but different, desires that will be different, challenges that will be sometimes overwhelming. Your mission as graduates is not to follow in the footsteps of the astronauts, Nobel Prize winners, and presidents who graduated before us, but to exceed their footsteps and crush the shoulders of the giants upon whom we stand. I had 3 daughters who graduated from Wellsville Central School. I will not tell you their names, but so I wouldn't embarrass them, but Stephanie, Allison, and Jessica, like so many daughters and sons, had the foundation of this success laid here at Wellsville Central School. They became active in sports and after-school activities and all set their goals at an early age. All going on to college to obtain master's degrees and above. Many of you will attain this and more. Others will go out into our workforce and develop into outstanding individuals. Some will enlist in our military and lead men and women in protecting this country. But all of you start a new mission today, which will determine who, how, and what your life will be. It has given us all a chance to succeed. How we make decisions for success going forward is your determination to make the right one. So I know you guys are going to keep on working hard. You're going to keep making our communities proud. It is as adults do our part. We stay focused on making sure every school is as great as this one, and that every young person has those same opportunities, and everyone has a teacher looking out for them. I've got no doubt that we're going to continue to build a country where everybody has a chance to make of their lives what they will, and that's what America is all about. Graduates of Wellsville High School class of 2017, congratulations. like to change gears here a little bit and talk about someone who has impacted the school district for the last 8 years. August 31st marks the retirement of Kim Mueller as superintendent of the Wellsville Central School District. During Kim's tenure, Wellsville Central School has made tremendous progress, become one of the highest performing rural districts in the state, and extending the district's reputation for innovative changes and strategies. Continue to increase our graduation rate, which stands at 98% here today, which is amazing, amazing number. The district's decade-long facilities master plan resulted in new and fully renovated school buildings for all students, was completed on time and on budget, endured important but ultimately fruitless merger talks, and survived potentially devastating budget cost cuts, all while navigating the troubles of Common Core, APR, and uncertain state and federal educational direction. She has kept her eyes focused on the prize that matters, providing a 21st century education for our kids. It is an honor and a privilege to present to Kim a plaque that will hang in the main entrance of the high school to remind of all who enter of your dedication to our school and community. Would you come up, Kim? The real thing, too. The plaque states, Kimberly A. Mueller, in recognition of the dedicated service to the Wellsville Central School District as superintendent from January 19, 2010 to August 31st, 2017. Kim's undying passion for student learning and desire to make Wellsville Central School District a top-achieving, physically strong technology leader with the hallmarks of her tenure. She will always be remembered for these achievements. I know each and every one of you here today wish you the best in your future. May your retirement from education at Wellsville be in your memories as a positive experience. Thank you very much.
That's great. I didn't prepare a speech because I knew every time I had to talk, lately I get very choked up. And I'm doing it again, I can probably tell. So I'll be very short and sweet. I love the students. I have since I got here. I've worked in, this is my 5th district, and I have told anybody and everybody who will listen to me that these are the best students I have ever worked with. Please give them a round of applause. The staff, from the bus driver who drives your student to work in the morning, to the cafeteria worker who feeds them throughout the course of the entire day now, to our absolutely outstanding teaching staff, our counselors, our teacher aides, our teaching assistants, our tech department. I'm gonna miss somebody, our incredible maintenance department, our world-class Board of Education who, again, wants nothing but the best for the students of Wellsville. This has been an amazing place to work. The community is incredibly supportive of the students and wanting the very best for our students. And we have given it all that we have each and every day to try to achieve the best for each and every one of our students. I thank you, each and every member of the Wellsville community, the Wellsville educational staff, and that means everybody, for giving me an absolutely amazing and marvelous 7.5 years that I will speak so fondly of wherever I go and whatever I do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day.
Senior Class President Cindy Sisson, would you please come to the stage? Sydney, would you please accept this plaque on behalf of Wellsville Central School for your service and leadership for your classmates? Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to welcome all faculty, staff, friends, and family, and thank you all as we celebrate the graduation of the class of 2017. 4,671 days ago, we walked through the doors of Wellsville Elementary School as kindergartners. We've always been talking about this day, graduation day, since the beginning, and here we are. From the time we start kindergarten to the very last days of high school, we are continuously asked the same question: what do you want to do when you grow up? When we were younger, the answers were cute and funny, but as we get older, the question becomes more serious and ultimately drives most of our decisions in the last couple years of high school. In 2005, when we were in kindergarten, a reporter from the Olean Times-Herald wrote a special edition called Saluting the Class of 2017. And thanks to Aaron and David's mom, Sandy Lawson, who saved her for all these years, I have it here with me today. Within our class, 13 kids wanted to be police officers, 9 wanted to be teachers, 6 wanted to be moms, and 4 wanted to be race car drivers. While these may have seemed to be the most logical and realistic answers at the time, the single most realistic answer by far was that of Owen Hart, who said, "I want to be Santa Claus. I will need a sleigh, presents for good children, coal for bad boys and girls, elves, and a big bag for all the toys." When you consider the experiences we had up to the point of being kindergartners, these answers are not surprising. Our teachers and moms were the ones we saw so often and looked to for answers. The police officers were the big, tough men we saw walking around with authority. And Santa Claus gave us all presents, so who wouldn't want to be Santa Claus? But this idea of gaining knowledge and direction from other people and experiences carries throughout our whole lives. Our answers to the question, what do you want to be when you're older, have shifted and broadened to things like doctors, lawyers, nurses, Marines, and psychologists. Yes, these may seem like ambitious goals, but nothing can surpass 5-year-old Trajan Allsworth, who said, "I want to be president. I will need to be the boss and have a brown desk with papers, pencils, a computer, and a phone." That very ambition and spirit we had as 5- and 6-year-olds evolves, and eventually we find the path we want to take. For example, I said, I want to be a playground monitor. Now, believe it or not, I have since changed my mind. Somewhere along the course of the past 13 years, the people and experiences I have encountered have guided my desire to become a pediatrician. But these people and experiences aren't just coincidental people or pointless experiences. They're the people all around us and the very people here today. Our parents, our families, our teachers, and our classmates. I mean, Gabe Raptis wanted to be a Texas hot worker, and Carter Hoffman wanted to be a farmer, and there's no question where those ideas came from. So, as we exit the doors of Wellsville High School one last time, I leave my classmates with this. Don't lose the ambition. Channel your inner 5-year-old self once in a while, and go out there and be a race car driver or president if that's where your ambition takes you. And every Christmas, we'll be watching out for you, Owen. Thank you. At this time, seniors, please present your flowers to your loved ones.
that we will be presenting to 2 seniors with the title of Valedictorian this year. The class of 2017 co-valedictorians are Madison Ewing and Rachel Ferrellaro. Madison is the daughter of Kevin and Donna Ewing and Alan Meyer, and Rachel Ferrellaro is the daughter of Tina Ferrellaro and the late Ricardo Ferrellaro. I'd like to start by sharing Rachel's achievements. Rachel has earned the title of co-valedictorian by accruing an average of 100.86. Rachel's list of accomplishments include the Dwayne Anderson Science Award, the University of Rochester Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award, the President's Award for Educational Excellence, New York State Regents Award for Academic Excellence, National Merit Commended Student, Rochester Institute of Technology, Innovation, and Creativity Award, the DAR Good Citizen Award winner. Rachel has been active in varsity tennis, marching band, pep band, jazz band, orchestra, our school newspaper, The Owl. Rachel is a 2-year member of the Wellsville chapter of the National Honor Society. Rachel has been a significant member of the Odyssey of the Mind program for 4 years and was on the team that placed 5th in this year's world competition. Rachel will be attending SUNY Geneseo BS MD program in conjunction with SUNY Upstate Medical University. During Rachel's undergraduate program, she will also be minoring in piano. Rachel, will you please join me on the stage? Rachel, at this time, I would like to present you with the 2017 co-valedictorian plaque.
Thank you, Ms. Mueller, Ms. O'Connell, all of the administration and Board of Education for inviting me to speak today. And thank you to parents, teachers, faculty, families, and the class of 2017 for having the patience to sit through another speech. Congratulations, graduates. First, I would like to share with you some quick calculations that I did. We have spent 16,380 hours together in just class time since kindergarten. That is 683 days, just shy of 2 years. 2 years out of our mere 18 have been spent in this building with each other. And that's not including the countless hours of sports practices, music rehearsals, and academic help that many of us participated in after school. And in this huge chunk of time, we have all made great memories with one another and have come to appreciate how close our class is coming from a small high school. But there is one very important thing that I need the class of 2017 to understand. Don't peak in high school. We have only experienced a small fraction of a lifetime, certainly not enough to decide that these 4 years were the best of our lives. When you're 80 and looking back over everything you've done, don't let the best year be 2017. Yes, this is an exciting time. We are finishing a very important chapter in our lives, and we're moving on to big and intimidating things. But you can't let those intimidations prevent you from growing beyond the person you are today. Don't let prom be the best night of your life. Don't let the girl you dated for exactly 5 months junior year be the only girl you date. And don't let your acquisition of knowledge stop when Regents exams stop. So then, when should you peak? When you graduate college? Your wedding? The day that you can finally retire? Really, it's none of the above. Never let there be a peak to begin with. Always strive for better things, to grow intellectually, spiritually, or however you choose to pursue your life. High school is not the end. Unless you're planning on becoming a high school teacher, then high school might be the end. However, I do admit that there are many, many opportunities available in high school that never will be offered to us again. Joining a soccer team for the first time your senior year, learning an instrument for free, and participating in plays while having no actual ability to act are all amazing activities that I hope everyone took advantage of. Certain colleges do carry on some of these aspects, like through club sports for instance, but you'll never again truly encounter the openness of extracurricular activities that high school provided.
So as we move on from this chapter, we must understand that each new chapter we encounter will bring its own unique benefits in exchange for the loss of some of the benefits of the past. Getting your own apartment brings incredible freedom at the expense of now having to pay your own bills. As we climb the hills of life, each day brings new challenges, new opportunities, and chances to grow. And you don't ever want to hit a peak, because what is beyond that peak? Your life would literally go downhill. Your goals, your health, your outlook on life, your purpose would all deteriorate. Nelson Mandela once said, "After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb." Always seek out new adventures, to challenge yourself, to climb as many hills as you can. You are not built to live for just one day, or 1 year, or even 1 decade. You are meant to live for a lifetime. So don't quit living. Discover new hills and never stop climbing. Congratulations to the class of 2017, and thank you.
At this time, we welcome the senior ensemble to the front of the stage to perform Lionheart. Our second co-valedictorian is Madison Ewing. Madison has earned this prestigious designation by accumulating a high school average of 101.37. Madison's academic record has kept her at the top of the class throughout her high school career and has opened many doors for academic opportunities. Some of her academic achievements include the Dwayne Anderson Science Award, President's Award for Educational Excellence, the Big 30 Academic Team, the University of Rochester Bausch and Lomb Award, Rochester Institute of Technology Computing Medal. Madison also achieved recognition at the national level with her selection as a National Merit Finalist and a United States President's Scholar. Madison is a 2-year member of the Wellsville chapter of the National Honor Society. In addition to her academic accomplishments, Madison has also been a vital member of the Wellsville girls tennis team for 4 years. She has been involved in Reader's Cafe, marching band, pep band, jazz band, and orchestra. As you can see, you can pretty much put any instrument in front of Madison and she can play it. Madison plans to matriculate at Brown University to pursue a degree in neuroscience. Madison, would you please join me here on the stage? I would like to present Madison with this plaque commemorating her academic awesomeness here at Wellsville Central Schools.
But I do know that I've let fear dictate my actions for much of my life. Fear of what others will think, fear of failure, fear that I will not be good enough. And I want to say that my happiest moments in this school have been when I let those inhibitions go. From joining a sport or activity, to sharing an opinion, to starting a conversation with someone new. Therefore, all I have to say is, if you want to do something, like pick up an instrument and play a valedictory song, go right ahead. Don't be afraid. Don't worry that others will laugh, that you will not live up to previous standards. If it is what you want to do, it is the right choice. We are often prompted by those around us to confront our fears, a sentiment mirrored by Ralph Waldo Emerson, who stated, "Do the thing you fear, and the death of fear is certain." And so I've decided to test that hypothesis for you today through this valedictory address. Although giving this address to you is certainly one of the most daunting tasks I have faced, I truly believe it will be worth it to conquer fear that I've dragged with me for so long. I hope that you all take advantage of any opportunity to overcome your fears, leaving them behind as you embark on the next step of your life. In their place, carry instead the fond memories, the valuable experiences, the hopes and dreams for tomorrow. So all that's left to say is thank you, class of 2017, and do not fear forgetting or remembering our time together at Wellsville High School.
At this time, I would invite our senior ensemble as they perform Good Riddance by Mike Taylor. and awards were acknowledged at our 28th annual Senior Scholarship Night on the evening of June 6th. A special thank you to Lindsay Marcus, school counselor for this senior class, and Lenore Brunscheidel, guidance secretary and scholarship coordinator, for the work they do to pull off this event. All of the awards are listed in your program under awards and scholarships. Once again, I would like to say thank you to the families and organizations of our community who contributed this year to the total of $109,000 in scholarships. Please give these generous community organizations a round of applause. We have one award that has traditionally been reserved for graduation, the Stanford Mason Memorial Award. It is my pleasure to introduce Erica Mason. Erica is the granddaughter of former Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Stanford Mason, and she is here to present this award.
Good evening, graduates, faculty, family, and friends, and congratulations. Tonight I'm here to present the 27th Stanford Mason Scholarship in memory of my grandfather. Every year, my family reunites here to celebrate and honor him. We have our traditions like milkshakes at Texas Hot and dinner at the Beef House, but beyond these traditions, coming to Wellsville every summer has taught me a lot about my grandfather. Here is where my family exchanges stories and memories about him. This is where we go through old photos and videos of him celebrating family events. And of course, this stage at graduation is where every member of my family has stood and talked about him and his legacy. It is through these visits that I've really gotten to know my grandfather. I've learned a lot about him in his time here as superintendent at Wellsville. I've learned how much he valued every student's education and that being involved in community and extracurricular activities builds character. He wanted every student to succeed and provided help to those who needed it, and recognized that sometimes you have to overcome challenging situations to pursue your dreams. It's with this in mind and many other core values that my grandfather embodied that I'm pleased to present the 2017 Stanford Mason Scholarship to Isabel Winslow.
Congratulations, Isabella, and thank you, Erica. Traditionally, the principal has considered the members of each graduating class for a student who has exhibited the qualities of courage, determination, and perseverance on his or her way to earning their diploma. This award originated years ago and was always presented at graduation. The Wellsville Lions Club has generously donated a monetary award to accompany the traditional plaque. After careful consideration, I've selected this year's Presidential Principals Recognition Award to Brittany Allen. Brittany, would you please come forward? I'd like to take a moment to recognize two groups of students. First, the 12 senior members of the Wellsville chapter of the National Honor Society. Please stand as your name is called. Dakota Dickerson, Madison Ewing, Rachel Ferrellaro, Brianna Haran, Erin Lawson, Gwendolyn Midaw, Kathleen O'Grady, Gabrielle Raptis, Matthew Sanders, Sydney Sisson, Skylar Stisser, and Emily Tomac. Next, I'd like to take a moment to recognize the top 10 academic students. Please stand when your name is called. Madison Ewing, Rachel Ferrellaro, Gwendolyn Midaw, Kathleen O'Grady, Sydney Sisson, Dakota Dickerson, Emily Tomac, Skylar Sisser, Aaron Lawson and Catherine Corrigan. Just need to take a moment to tell you a little bit about the class who's about to receive their diplomas. When I first met the group seated here before you, they were 11 years old. Most sixth graders come to the middle school really nervous and, to be honest, a little awkward. Typically, most sixth graders take some time to adjust to the roller coaster ride known as the tween years. This particular group did not fall into any of those typical patterns. They literally hit the ground running, and it seems they've never stopped. From the beginning, the class of 2017 wanted to lead. They required no invitation to participate in their academics, and they never hesitated to take ownership of their time in school. Watching this group develop over the years has been a true joy for me. This class is loaded with real powerhouses. They are leaders, scholars, welders, athletes, builders, musicians, artists, and movers of the earth. Their talents are diverse and their skills run deep. The following statistic speaks volumes of their commitment no matter what they tackle. The class of 2017 will have one of the highest graduation rates we've ever seen. Now, a principal wouldn't normally share this sort of information with her students, but you've kind of earned it, so I'll tell you. Your class has a nickname. You've been referred to as the Golden Group. I know for a fact your academic prowess has been whispered about behind faculty room doors. In fact, we're pretty sure your class is the reason we earned our way off the state education department's naughty list. Seriously though, this group truly has a voice. Now, I'm not just speaking about the cliche edu-speak meaning of student voice, but the reality that these kids can sing. It started in 6th grade with their class trip to Rochester. Simba, Mufasa, and Rafiki clearly had an impact. I remember sitting next to Mr. Rooney, laughing out loud as we rolled down the highway, entertained by these 100 squeaky voices belting out Hakuna Matata the entire way home. Flash forward to 2017 and the senior trip to New York City as we chugged our way through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Serenade of Voices, belting out the classics with a little country twist. We literally were the Zac Brown Band bus. What a trip that was. This class took on the Big Apple, fearless, outfitted with their I Love New York t-shirts and double-fisted with fidget spinner slime. So to the class of 2017, I wish you well. It has been my complete honor and privilege to rejoin you for your senior year. Your future is bright, and you have the capacity to have an enormous impact on our world. You are a kind-hearted, fun-loving, work your socks off, winner, fidget spinner, amazing group of young adults. As you launch into the next chapter of your life story, you may be handed challenges. Fear not. Stop and think. Remember, your time with your family, in our school, and in our community has prepared you for that very moment. Think to yourself, I can do this. And then I suggest you go get a full head of steam, a big running start, and take on the world as if it's one big, giant slip and slide. My best to you all. Now let's get those diplomas in your hands. Parents and friends, you're more than welcome to come closer to the stage if you'd like to take your own photographs. Each graduate will be receiving an official photograph from Mr. Munson that will be posted. Our assistant principals will be reading each graduate's names and following with their future plans. Superintendent Mueller, would you please come to the podium?
Congratulations to the class of 2017, who has completed the requirements for graduation as established by the New York State Board of Regents and the Wellsville Board of Education.
Zeremiah Lavinia Adams.
Alfred University.
Brittany Nicole Allen.
Jamestown Community College.
Trayton Riley Allsworth.
Alfred University.
Izzy Ame.
International foreign exchange student, already returned to Malaysia.
Brianna Lynn Vasily.
Southern New Hampshire University.
Shane Robert Vasily.
Alfred State College.
Tiana Renee Black.
SUNY Brockport.
Brittany Mae Blasky.
New York Institute of Massage.
Michaela Nicole Lovett.
Employment.
Justice James Braymiller.
Houghton College.
Nicholas Christian Brown.
Alfred State College.
Zachary Ty Brown.
SUNY Brockport.
Montana Lee Bullard.
Independent Electrical Contractors of Northwestern Pennsylvania.
Sage T. Bundy.
Employment.
Michaela Marie Burns.
The College of St. Rose.
Nathan Lorenzo Button.
Employment.
Taylor Lindsay Case.
SUNY Fredonia.
Michaela Rose Chafee.
SUNY Fredonia.
Nadapat Chamilai.
International foreign exchange student from Thailand.
Kirsten Leanne Hoban.
Jamestown Community College.
Molly
Alfred State College.
Nicole Shane Cohn.
Almora College.
Catherine Rose Corrigan.
Genesee Community College.
Wilson Clark Cummins.
Jamestown Community College.
Cheyenne Michaela Dayhill.
Alfred State College.
Alyssa Elaine Daly.
Continental School of Design.
Mackenzie Allen Danheim.
Jamestown Community College.
Cheyenne Renee DeMont.
Niagara County Community College.
Dakota Leanne Dickerson.
University of Oregon.
Caitlin Michelle Dickerson.
United States Army National Guard.
Bradley Claire Dixon.
Employment.
Jasmine L. Dixon.
Jamestown Community College.
Meredith Downing Dunn.
United States Navy.
Madison Drew Ewing.
Brown University.
Rachel Ann Ferraloro.
SUNY Geneseo, SUNY Upstate College of Medicine.
Brandon Michael Flake.
Employment.
Eric Matthew Fortner.
SUNY Canton.
Jacob Ian Foster.
SUNY Fredonia.
Morgan Ashlyn Franklin.
Alfred State College.
Alyssa Lynn Galton.
Employment.
Mackenzie M. Golish.
Genesee Community College.
Madison Elizabeth Golish.
Alfred University.
Melissa Kaylee Graham.
SUNY Geneseo.
Skylar Renee Graves.
Employment. Employment.
Jacob Matthew Hackett.
Western Governor.
Owen Podrick Hart.
St. Bonaventure University.
Brenna Marie Hennessy.
Baker Lakes Community College.
Daniel Thomas Hickson.
Undecided.
Carter Ryan Hoffman.
SUNY Cobleskill.
Brianna Charlotte Horan.
Alfred State College.
Summer Mackenzie Ives.
Employment.
Lucian Lamar Kalkoff.
University of Pittsburgh at Bradford.
Ariel J. Kyle.
SUNY Morrisville.
Brandon J. Kyle.
United States Marine Corps.
Julia Lee Knapp.
Jamestown Community College.
Thomas Eric Koval.
Employment.
David William Lawson.
SUNY Brockport.
Erin Marie Lawson.
SUNY Brockport.
Emily E. Lavasser.
Undecided.
Mark Ernest Libertone.
Alfred State College.
Kelsey Lynn Lynch.
Employment.
Ridge Anthony Mack.
Employment.
Colton Eugene Martin.
Chimney Safety Institute of America.
Gwendolyn Marie Midoff.
University of South Carolina.
Shannon Deanne Migliori.
Grove City College.
Kathleen Claire O'Grady.
Suni Cortland.
Samantha Louise Pencil.
Jamestown Community College.
Hillary Nicole Peterson.
United States Air Force.
Cameron Andrew Pettit.
Slippery Rock University.
Kayla Marie Penny.
Employment.
Cordell James Potter.
Alfred State College.
Gabriel Michael Raptis.
SUNY Brockport.
Seth Allen Reeder.
Employment.
Trent Lee Robbins.
Alfred State College.
Matthew Robert Sanders.
Undecided.
Caitlin Renee Sands.
Employment.
Sydney Elizabeth Sisson.
University of Rochester.
Neil Jeffrey Stanton.
United States Marine Corps.
Owen James Stirk.
Monroe Community College.
Skylar Joanne Stisser.
SUNY Oswego.
Sierra Rose Stoll.
United States Air Force.
Brock Adam Stometz.
Employment.
Emily Ann Tomac.
University of Maine.
Samantha Van Castle.
Finger Lakes Community College.
Alexandria Marie Watson.
Undecided.
Isabella Hope Wenslow.
SUNY Canton.
Jacob Paul Whitehouse.
University of Alabama.
Catherine Jean Whitney.
Employment.
Trevor Michael Willard.
Employment.
Laura Michelle Wixon.
Employment. undecided.
Let's have a round of applause for all of our graduates. Could I have the senior ensemble please assemble?
We'll be leading the alma mater, and the words are on the back of the program if you'd like to sing along.
Why do we not get that?
for a very important job. Sydney?
Seniors, please stand. And at this time, please move your tassels.
Thank you, Sydney. And I now present to you the class of 2017 of Wellsville Central Schools. future that way too.